Zev coming to you from Bloom Central here at the office. I'm also sitting in the area of our technology for hybrid meetings. This is where we have the setup to be able to have Bible Bites and open leadership meeting and other kinds of meetings hybrid in the office, meaning some people are here in the office and some people are in their homes as well. As we are in this stage of the pandemic, there are people still making choices to stay home rather than get together, and that's perfectly understandable. So one of the things that is most affected by it in this particular moment is that our worship service this Sunday and next Sunday will need to be hybrid in a new way, which is actually the old way. We're already hybrid, meaning people online as well as in person. We're already hybrid at the Demuth Community Center. What I mean by, and that's the new way, but what the old way is that, remember back in the pandemic when I was here and other people were in their homes, the readers, and the Bloomtones Trio was in the studio in Cathedral City, and once we even had a preacher from the Philippines. Well, that's not quite exactly the same as the way it's going to be these next two Sundays coming up, but we are going to have remote readers, and we're going to have some people in the room here, and we're going to have the worship center service here. And that's because the Demuth Community Center is both under construction and an early voting site for the primary election for the state of California here coming up next week. For the first Tuesday of June. So the early voting is being established, and that means that the machines are set up in the room we normally meet, and they can't be moved. So I hope that kind of explains what's happening. What I want to do is reassure you that some of the difficulties that we experienced before should not happen again, because we are not trying to open up a new system. We're using a proven system. We have the screen on the wall, we have the monitor screen on the desk, we have the computer here that we've used before, and we have the camera that we've used numerous times for meetings here in the office, as well as for worship services for Maundy Thursday and Ash Wednesday, as we did during Lent and Holy Week. So we think we have a proven system here, and so we should be able to deliver without the same kind of difficulties that we had earlier on. We look forward to having Hugo back in the office here as he opens up the meeting. You will find the worship service on Facebook just like you always do, in the very same place. The only people that are being a part of the Zoom kind of situation are the people that are being the readers, and they will come directly on your screen at home, and here in our room. For us who are worshiping here, they will be on the big screen on the wall. So that's something that we can look forward to, and I just thought you'd appreciate a little bit of a tour on that. This is our ability to adapt that is so important in the life of our congregation. There are, as I have just returned from another little bit of time up at the San Francisco Theological Seminary up in San Anselmo, I talked to other people in other situations, excuse me, and I am really happy to talk about how we are adaptable, we can make things happen, we've made the investments that we need to make in order to be responsive in this context, and that we can continually be people bringing the life of inclusive faith in a Christian tradition, the sharing of God's love in a widespread way, as well as the sense of working for a just world for all, and as well as doing our very best to provide compassion in numerous situations in our ministries throughout the week. So I'm very happy for that, and we have been able to adapt and thrive in the midst of the pandemic. It's not like it never happened. We certainly are experiencing things and having to grow back in some way some of the things that have been cut off. But we are doing well, and I'm really pleased for the Spirit guiding us in those directions. and pleased for our congregation coming together in response to God's love and continually being able to offer that in our congregation as well as across the country and the world through our Facebook presence. One more thing. We continue to be receiving donations for the Eastertide offering, which is basically from Easter until Pentecost. Pentecost is a week from Sunday, and we are very close to being able to receive the matching gifts that have been promised if we reach the $5,000 level. So if you have any sort of intention of giving, or if you hadn't thought of it before but thought, oh, I've got a little bit of something that I can share, and you want to go onto the Bloom website and put that in the Eastertide bracket for this, that can help us get over the hump, get over the hurdle to the point where we will be able to have these matching funds come through. And we're grateful for that because there's two things. One, that helps us get through summer, and it's our typical Eastertide offering, but we increased it a bit from the budgeted amount for a stretch goal because we are not receiving the money in the plate loose, the offering plates and that sort of thing, because our worship services, have been limited from a standpoint of people being in the room. And that being the case, we have not had what has been our traditional aspect of plate loose throughout the year, and that actually is behind. And so we're grateful for this kind of an opportunity to be able to make a stretch goal to try to fill in and to bring some of that back up into the aspect of, quote unquote normal. So we hope to see you on Sunday. If we don't see you online or in person, we hope you'll keep us in your prayers and know that we are always thinking of you, and we are really grateful for the way in which you keep thinking and supporting Bloom. God bless you. See you in church.